Oh, is this it? Here we go. First look.
Hello everyone, welcome to WoWcast. Today we're going to talk about our next major content update, Guardians of the Dream. And I have two special guests here with me today. Please introduce yourselves.
Hi, my name is Taylor Sanders. I'm an encounter designer on the World of Warcraft team.
And I'm Ann Stickney. I'm a senior narrative designer on the World of Warcraft team.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. What is coming with Guardians of the Dream?
Yeah, so Guardians of the Dream is a huge content update. We have a new outdoor zone, the Emerald Dream itself, right, that we're going to be traveling to. We have a new raid. We have new public events within the outdoor zone itself. And then also Season 3 will be launching as well.
So we just finished up Fractures in Time. Can you tell us what's next? What are we going to expect in this major content update?
Well, with Fractures in Time, we kind of wrapped up the story of the Bronze Dragonflight, and we also saw Amirdrassil take off for parts unknown. One person that we haven't seen since Zeralek Caverns is Farak. We get to catch up with him here. More importantly, what's going on is that Amirdrassil, that tree, the seed that Tyrande took from the Shadowlands, she's planted it, it's been growing in the Emerald Dream, and it's about to cross over. It's a very powerful tree. We're not the only ones interested in it.
Of course not.
So,
can't be that easy.
Of course not. No, it can't be that. It's never that easy. So turns out Farak's kind of interested in this tree, and he's got some friends that he's bringing along with him.
We finally enter the portal into the Emerald Dream. What does it look like? What can we expect?
First off, we're finally going to the Emerald Dream, right? And we've seen like bits and pieces of it since like what?
Yeah, since, I don't know, back in, the classic days when the game was first kind of released.
Druids. Yeah, with the Druids. And then I think more recently, the Emerald Nightmare raid back in Legion,
I think it
right?
needs more
but we've
green.
Always visited these little pockets. And in Guardians of the Dream, we get to visit like an actual section of the dream. The Emerald Dream itself is a reflection of the wild world. So it's green, it's overgrown, it's beautiful, there's stuff blooming all over the place, but also we aren't the only ones interested in that tree. Farak is there, and he's got some allies with him. So the place is, while part of it is,
Going bear tank main,
wild,
boys.
beautiful,
Confirmed.
blooming, there's also parts of it where Farak's forces have hit this place. It's a war-torn landscape, right? It's not perfect, it's not ideal, but we're there to fix it and make sure that Farak doesn't get what he wants. If you are familiar with lore, we're going to the Eye of Ysera, and it's a place that has been mentioned in lore for a very long time. We've never been there. It's the center of the Emerald Dream. Not literally, figuratively. So the Eye of Ysera focuses on the areas of the dream that are they need the most attention from the Green Dragonflight. And in Guardians of the Dream, it's Amirdrassil. Obviously, we want to help bring this tree from the Emerald Dream into Azeroth.
Shit, is that what the tree looks like already? It's only been like 2 months.
That we have, releasing with our content update is just absolutely gorgeous. The art team has really outdone themselves yet again. And seeing the Emerald Dream in all of its glory, right, as players get to explore finally like an actual zone that represents sort of all of the incredible sort of artistic influence of the Emerald Dream.
I don't know, it kind of just looks like Valdragon's grassy areas
related to the Emerald Dream itself.
So in this new zone, there's a new raid. Can you tell us more about the new raid?
Yeah, so one of the sort of war-torn places within the Emerald Dream is our new raid, Amirdrassil, the Dream's Hope. This is a 9-boss raid where players get to explore one of the most interesting places within the Emerald Dream. The story here starts at Wellspring Temple, which is sort of a place within the Emerald Dream that's feeding Amirdrassil, this world tree, all of its kind of energy and life force. It's nurturing the tree. It's a very important place to Farak and his designs on the Emerald Dream and what he wants to sort of achieve here. One wing of the temple is untouched by Farak and his allies for now, and represents sort of the wild nature of the Emerald Dream.
Looks like
there are
Nighthold,
defenders of the temple
here,
who are natural to the dream, and
like
one of those
feels,
defenders is our wing boss for that section, Nimue, Weaver of the Cycle. So when players enter Nimue's chamber, it's this beautiful sanctum that really represents sort of the Emerald Dream in its most pure form. On the floor of the chamber, Nimue is ordering the weave of the Emerald Dream itself, sort of represent the act of creating things with the Emerald Dream and defending it and protecting it. In the other wing of our raid, this is a wing that's been destroyed by Farok and his molten allies.
Is he doing a two-step?
Smolderon sits at the end of this wing, the Fire Lord himself, and fire has sort of poured through this portal where Farok has brought the Firelands sort of screaming, you know, into the temple itself. So we're going to see all the destruction that has wrought and be able to fight Smolderon right at the end of that wing. Another encounter we have within the raid is Tendril Sage Swift, who is one of the leaders of the Druid of the Flame.
Yeah, Druids of the Flame, basically the last time we saw them was in Cataclysm when we defeated Vandral Staghelm. But they've been planning
My man
this kind of
teleported to
resurgence,
Firelands
and with
into the Emerald
Amirdrassil,
Dream. That's some
they've been
crazy
able to
shit.
recruit a lot more willing people to go along with their plans.
The exciting thing about this encounter is that finally we'll get to Dragonride within a raid encounter in Dragonflight. So this is an incredibly
I didn't
cool
know how what you guys would
to
think about
be
that
able
one.
to jump on Dragonback with, you know, all of your friends that you're raiding with. And
LFR,
pursue Tendril as he sort of like flies around
LFR.
Amirdrassil, right? You're like banking through fireballs and stuff during combat. So it's gonna be really exciting to see.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, visually it sounds really cool to have 25 people all mount up, but mechanically,
Yeah.
we need people to test it out. We just need people to test it
Yeah,
out.
the PTR is so helpful for that.
And then of course, I mean, we can't forget Farok, right?
Finally.
Yeah, the
Finally.
reason
Spicy, nasty boy.
I'm
Yeah.
ready to beat him up.
he's here in the Emerald Dream, and the raid will end with a showdown against, you know, the Fire Incarnate himself.
Is there any like juicy rewards in the raid?
Yeah, so much as in other raids during Dragonflight, players can expect some new armor sets that they can earn, right? That are sort of class themed, but also
that the
have
Paladin
a touch
one?
of the Emerald Dream to them, right?
They're beautiful.
The art is absolutely incredible for these new sets within the raid. So they can expect new sets to earn that'll each have, you know, class bonuses
Cool
on
bonuses,
them.
yeah.
I'm really excited to get my hands on them for my characters.
I love collecting the sets too.
Yeah.
Speaking of getting our hands on something,
Yes.
Farok's got something really tasty for us to get our hands on.
We have a new legendary weapon coming in Guardians of the Dream. This is going to be a two-handed axe that players can earn. They'll have to keep their ear to the ground exactly on how to get their hands on it. But yeah, it's a really powerful weapon wielded by Farok himself. It's called Firlath the Dream Render. We've been listening to feedback from the Embers of Neltharion update, and you know, we hope we can provide something that players really feel like they can earn the axe over time and feel really rewarded for their time in the raid.
So we've spoke about the amazing raid and the beautiful zone of the Emerald
told you
Dream.
guys.
What other things can we expect in Guardians
I told
of the
you
Dream?
guys.
So we've got something really unique coming to Guardians of the Dream. It's not just one public event, it's 3 of them, and they feed into
When we
each
were
other
talking
in
about the
this kind of
survival hunter
cyclical
thing, and
sort
I was
of
asking about
wilderness
main
nature kind
stats
of
and
thing.
shit, y'all didn't
there's
see it.
3 different
I was
events.
telling you.
First one is the Super Bloom, and that one is, if you've ever played Overwatch, it's like protecting the
I
payload.
didn't say
right?
universal
Okay,
at
so
all.
you've got this
You weren't
ancient
here
who's
for the
going
original
through and
conversation
he's
I
trying
had.
to, you know, bloom the dream, and you have to help him out by defending him from things and helping him get things, that kind of stuff. When that's done, it triggers the second public event called the Emerald Frenzy, and it's a farming kind of public event where wilderness has kind of gotten out of control. So you go through, you're farming everything, and it's dropping currency, it's dropping seeds left and right. The more people that are in it, the more stuff you get, and it's just a grab. So that feeds into the Emerald Bounty. And with the Emerald Bounty, it's a fostering event, right? So all around the Emerald Dream, there's piles of dirt. You can take those seeds that you gathered and plant them in the dirt. Over the course of 5 minutes, it'll grow into a sprout. And the more people that show up and feed that sprout and nurture that sprout, the bigger it'll get. When it blooms after that 5 minutes, you get to loot it for cool stuff.
I love cool stuff. Can you tell us more about the new Renown faction in this patch?
Of course. We've got the Dream Wardens. I mean, we're going into the Emerald Dream, right?
Oh, yeah.
So the Emerald Dream is full of creatures that live there. And they also have a vested interest in protecting Amirdrassil, so they've decided to go ahead and team up with us. But it's composed of those creatures from the Emerald Dream. So you've got keepers, you've got dryads, you've got Druids, obviously.
Dryads
You've
are
got the green
sexy.
dragonfly. You've got rune bears. They're new. They're very cool.
Oh, please
and
tell me
they've all
that's a
come
skin.
together to just kind of like
Tell
help
me
us
that's a
out. And
skin,
obviously,
bro.
as with
Please,
any
that's gotta be a
renown
skin.
that we've got, there are some
That's gotta be a skin,
cool
dude.
rewards involved as you increase your reputation with these guys. I need to level my druid alt for this because it's druid heaven.
Yes, druid heaven.
Anne and I both played druids, way back in 2004. So I think we're particularly excited to get to interact with this faction. I think we've never seen before in WoW these like types of characters that are really reminiscent of like Warcraft 3 and like Night Elf and Druid lore.
Go back to my
So it's gonna be
VOD
very
and
exciting
listen to the
interact
conversation
with
we
a
had
lot of
about
those
survival
creatures
hunters
characters,
and main
that I
stat
associate with, like, my
legendaries.
first character ever.
I almost
So as
I
we're
almost slipped
dragon
it too.
riding through this new zone, is there new dragon riding anything?
Yeah, absolutely. So players will be able to dragon ride through the Emerald Dream from day one, which is really a treat with all the incredible art that is within the zone just in itself.
You want to walk that zone.
Yeah, exactly, right? I want to swoop under branches and along the rivers and through that environment. They're also going to be able to collect new glyphs that are hidden around the zone and some new transmog appearances. There's a new dragon riding appearance and a new dragon riding mounts. So there's a lot there for players who are interested in dragon riding and have enjoyed that during Dragonflight.
I'm all about collecting customization, especially for my dragons, so I'm super excited about that.
Yeah, there's a lot there for players who enjoy that. There's also a new active ability that players will be able to earn with their glyphs called Second Wind that allows them to sort of like regain vigor instantly. So they can gain a little bit more speed. There's new dragon riding races where they can try to try their skills at that with some of these new abilities that they'll earn. And yeah, we're just excited to see how players enjoy zooming through the skies in the Emerald Dream itself.
That sounds handy for that dragon riding encounter
Blood DK is
too.
back on the menu,
you may want to
boys.
collect your glyphs right away.
Practice. Just practice.
Yeah, get some practice in.
And there's going to be a new season. Can you tell us more about what the season will be?
Yeah, absolutely. So Season 3 will start with Guardians of the Dream, and with it becomes a new Mythic Plus map pool. So we have 8 new dungeons that are arriving for players to enjoy in Mythic Plus. Among these are some dungeons that are appearing for the first time in Mythic Plus that we're really
and
excited
Darkheart
about.
Thicket.
We had our Mega Dungeon.
Oh wait, there's
that
6?
players have really been
Wait,
enjoying
was there 6?
from the Dawn of the Infinite update.
Yes.
And we're splitting that into 2 separate dungeons for players to enjoy in Mythic Plus. We also have 2 dungeons included in the map pool that really fit the theme of the wild nature of the Emerald Dream. The first is the Everbloom, which we last saw
makes
sort of in
sense.
a
Everbloom
challenge
made
mode
sense.
format. And the second is Darkheart Thicket.
Yeah,
which we last enjoyed during
I told you
Legion, which is
Darkheart
a really
Thicket.
druidic theme.
That was a good
right?
guess.
We sort of like venture into the beginnings of the Emerald Nightmare and that story back at that time. So we're excited to get players in there and see if the routes have changed since the last time they were in those dungeons. For each new season, we like to have a mix of dungeons that are more linear, but also mix that up with dungeons that are more
Tall
open,
Dazar,
like
baby. Let's fucking go.
Waycrest Manor in a way.
Let's
to try
go.
To, keep some variety
Good
in there, and
dungeons,
players who
good
enjoy
dungeons.
routing can have some options.
Good dungeons.
To really like sink their teeth into.
There's going to be, of course, Mythic Plus new rewards.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is there anything else for the new season?
Yeah, there'll be a new season of PvP rewards.
No one cares.
So new cosmetic rewards for players.
Oh, you know what that means though? I guess they're keeping they're keeping with the no seasonal,
So
maybe
work
no
on your
seasonal
gladiator
affix
when it comes
again.
out, get that fancy new mount.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So everyone wants to know, when is the PTR going to happen?
Yeah, so the PTR will be coming this week. We'll be on the PTR, Ann and I will be running around, and we would like to see players in there with us enjoying the new content that we have.
Thank you both so much for hanging out and talking about Guardians of the Dream with me. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
And this is let's see, new zone, new raid, new legendary weapon, class says public events, Dream Wardens, PvP season, blood elf customizations, dragon riding, class talents update, rogue and demon hunter. Yeah, notice how there is not a extra going on. Let me go back to where do they talk about the dungeons again? I just want to see the dungeon list part where they had yeah. So we got the Dawn of the Infinite, Waycrest Manor. Wait, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are we missing one? Isn't it 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it is 8. Yeah. So Darkheart Thicket, Blackrook Hold. Wait, Throne of the Tides. Wait, like Cataclysm Throne of the Tides? with the water octopus elevator and shit. Oh.